The lowest moment in my 15 years of entrepreneurship was back in 2010 when I was on the verge of burnout and one single call sent me over the edge. I was getting up at 4 a.m. to leave my house by 5 a.m. to work with a senior client at 6 because I had no staff to cover this client, but I didn't want to turn the client down because I was desperate for the money. After a 3-hour shift, I would shower at my parents' house on the way to the office, where I would hit the road for 4 to 6 hours marketing my business to return to bills, payroll, and all the other stuff we do as entrepreneurs. To leave the office around 7 p.m., drive the hour home, crash into bed, and do it all over again the next day. This went on for weeks until I found a caregiver to agree to the shift. All excited, I went the next day to introduce her to the client. At 6 a.m., she was missing. 6:05 a.m., I started the shift. 6:10, no answer. Finally, 6:15, I got the call. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it. I curtly hung up, finished the shift, and went to my parents and broke. That one call had sent me from overwhelmed and overworked to completely over it all. I had been in business 3 years, but the 80-hour work weeks were killing me, and no matter what tip, trick, tactic I could find, none were working. Until I met with my mom's friend who was a business coach. That one meeting shifted my perspective, systems, and business model. And if you are burning out or already burnt to a crisp, I want you to keep watching because today I'm sharing with you how to fix it like no one else has ever shared before. Hey, my name is Sailynn and welcome to the Sailynn Show. I am your fun business coach. If you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Weekly videos are released every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Eastern, and I don't want you to miss the next one. I have been an entrepreneur in the franchising, boutique, direct sales, and coaching and course creation industry for 15 plus years. And I help women entrepreneurs increase business profit and decrease working hours so you can enjoy a lifetime of work-life balance. When you are working too much, too hard, and can't seem to find the answer, it's really hard to figure out the solution to your problems because you can't see the whole picture clearly. And that is where I went wrong. I had always been a figure it out myself kind of girl. So the fact that I could not figure out how to drag myself out of the hole I had built was killing my confidence. But that one meeting with a business coach opened my eyes to what I was missing. We sat down, and for the first time in my 3-year journey, I was honest. There was no holding back like I had been doing with so many others who had tried to help, but I was too ashamed to share the truth with them. At this point, I was so burnt out, I did not care, and I was desperate for a solution. So I laid it all out, and I will forever be grateful that he listened. So step 1. Find someone who has been in your shoes before and has found the solution. Advice from family, friends, and neighbors is great, but if they have not gone through what you're experiencing, they probably won't have the solution that you need. Step 2, lay it all out like you got nothing to hide. As women and entrepreneurs, we don't want someone to think we can't handle it or figure it out. So we struggle with being honest about what is really going on. Think about the last time someone said, "How are you?" and you replied with, "Great," when you really are not so great and you're struggling so badly but are ashamed of that. This shift is integral to moving forward in the process. If you're nodding your head in agreement or saying, "Wow, she gets it," then drop me a yes in the comments. please know you are not alone. I have been in your shoes and I truly do understand what you're going through. Which brings me to step number 3, be open. For some reason, even when we ask for help and we say we're ready for the answer, we struggle to accept the solution. We immediately think, I already tried that, or that's all you got. If you want to truly find the solution to your problems, you have to have an open mind. This can be hard because we're so tired and we're looking for the quick fix, but normally there is none. My burnout did not happen overnight, so some quick fix was not going to happen. When you're in an open to receive mindset, that is when moving to step 4 truly helps. After I shared my whole story with him, not only did I feel better, but I was able to breathe, sit back, and listen to his advice because I had let my guard down and I was open to finally listening. This is when he took what I had told him and guided me through some Q&A so I could understand what I had been doing was not wrong, but really just needed tweaking, which made me feel better. I no longer felt like a failure. Step 4 is listen. When you smash all those walls you have put up that made you look successful on the outside, you can truly find the answers to your problems. Mine was I had built a business with no systems. Everyone, including myself, was just running around doing what they thought needed to be done, but there was no 1, 2, 3 step systems for each division of my company, which was causing confusion and double work. Hence me having to fix everything so it was done right, causing me those long hours. Finally, the last step, step 5, is I had to back up, like way back to before I started, and figure out why I had even started and redesigned the life and business I wanted. Then I had to rebuild my business model on a solid foundation that supported the vision for success. This last step was by far the hardest for me because I started this business because I wanted time and money freedom. I thought that was clear. But what I learned was I needed to define what that looked like for me. Then I had to communicate it to my team, my community, my customers, and basically the world so I could stay focused on that vision and ensure its success. In summary, while that day back in 2010 was the absolute lowest point in my 15-year journey, it was the moment I needed to finally draw that line in the sand and say, no more. And what I have learned the past few years in helping other women in business is they are in or have been in similar positions, and the ones who draw that line are the ones who truly find their definition of success and live their dream lives. If you're on the verge of burnout or feeling a little crispy, I have a free resource to help you get back to the life you dreamt about when you first started your entrepreneurial journey. The Legacy Business Blueprint Masterclass is a free must-watch webinar that shares 3 key shifts smart entrepreneurs are making that will help you increase your profit without working more hours or having to find more customers. This is the exact strategy I use to shift from those 80-hour work weeks to building a multi-million-dollar business in just 16 hours weekly. It's your time to earn more and work less. And I don't want you to have to check your calendar and then wait for some scheduled presentation to get this transformative info, so I made it available for you to stream on demand right now at www.passionpurposeposture.com/Legacy Business Blueprint. And I've linked it for you in the show notes below. And that's a wrap on this week's episode. I've asked YouTube to recommend another video for you here, but don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you go so you get notified of weekly new episodes. Thanks so much for watching, and remember to live this one life you were given.